Hello, YouTube. Another fine day. Um, another school shooting. Um, Thanks to gun-free zones, it just makes um, it's open season in a gun-free zone, and to have them at a school is setting the stage for that because they know there's nobody there. It's easy pickings. Hundreds of students there. What better way to go in there and draw attention to yourself than shoot up a bunch of children? Um, so I can't wait to see what this knucklehead is. Uh, another transgendered person. Another mentally ill, deranged lunatic. Thinking that I'm going to go in there and kill a bunch of kids and I'm going to make things better. Well, you don't. You make things horrible for a lot of adults, a lot of parents, and then you wind up going to hell and you spend eternity there. And that's where you belong. And it's astonishing to me. I've been carrying a gun for 35 years. It's never gone off. I've never accidentally shot anybody. It's never walked off on its own. Never will. An armed society is a polite society, and um, if you know that the person that you're potentially going to rob or rape or whatever might have a firearm, chances are you probably leave that person alone. And so again, it's pretty obvious I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment, and like I said, an armed society is a polite society. But you should also not only train but be physically fit. I lift about every 2 days. I have a home gym. I lift, about every 2 days, and I think I do pretty good for a guy in my 50s. And I would encourage anybody and everybody else to do the same thing. I have a pistol range on our property, and most of my kids have been out there to shoot, and we enjoy that as a family, and have for many years. Now that my kids are older, and so I'd encourage you to do the same thing. Again, an armed society is a polite society. I don't care what. I mean, it's just kind of like, um, uh, some knucklehead going into a bar, and he's 5'5". He sees a guy that's 6'7". You think he's gonna go mess with a guy that's 6'7"? No. Just like no one's gonna mess with a guy that's physically fit, or he's packing heat. That you could either plainly see or not. I mean, it's just not going to happen. People just aren't that. People are geared on self-preservation. So if the likelihood of them getting injured or killed is pretty high, they're probably not going to mess with you. They're going to move on to something weaker or someone weaker. Then I see Justin Trudeau may resign today. So is that because Trump's Trump's taken over? It's been dogging him here lately. I think some of the things I read was there was a meme and it showed Trump putting his hand on Trudeau's shoulder, saying something along the line of making it the 51st state and or something. This is something comical. If I could find it, I'll link it in the description. But it's just crazy. So yeah, that little weak sissy's going to resign today. So that's pretty awesome. So hopefully, well, at least that's the rumor. So hopefully that happens today. Um, German chancellor loses his confidence vote. New elections are ordered. Well, isn't that great? Sounds like Germany might be waking up finally. About time, right? I personally think Germany should do away with the euro and go back to the Deutschmark and kick all the Syrians out of there. Syrian leadership now is asking for all Syrians to return to the homeland. Good. Give them a bus ticket. Give them a plane ticket. Get them all out. They don't belong in the Western culture. Islam, can't coexist with, in my humble opinion, Islam can't coexist in Western civilization. They're ideologies don't mix well. You know, any religion that tells others to rape and marry 9-year-olds is it's terrible. It's not a religion, it's a cult. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know if that's permissible on YouTube. Um, it's probably not, since I mean they stifle so much other speech. It just you never know where to tread. With some of these social media sites. Other than X, I mean X. You could really express yourself on X, formerly known as Twitter. For those of you that don't know. But anyway, so there's no vote of confidence there, triggering new elections there in Germany. I think that's fascinating. And, and then the Democrats, where's that at here? Something about some legislation to do away with the Electoral College, make it a popular vote. So I'm not sure how that helps anything. Because they can't just do that. You can't just, willy-nilly, do away with the Electoral College. Can't happen. It's not going to happen. And despite that, Trump won the electoral vote and he got the popular vote. So, what good is this? They're just doing anything and everything they can while they're still in power. They're doing the same thing in Michigan, coming up with all kinds of nonsense and BS. Before January. And, they talk about, fair elections and, the law, no one's above the law, yada, 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 and here we got Biden signing, pardons and clemency to like over 8,000 people. It's the most in American history. It's never happened before. I mean, there's a meme out there that shows what every president has done, and Biden is the highest. So either he's not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart. I'm sure he's getting a paycheck from somebody. Somebody's coughing up some money to this moron, or into the Biden Foundation, or into the Hunter Biden Arts Library or some nonsense, So anyway, it's just, I mean, the day just keeps getting better. Drones, legislation to stop the Electoral College. I mean, it's just, Trudeau, possibly resigning today. I mean, it just keeps, I don't want to say it keeps getting better. Let me look at something else here real quick. So Trump, SoftBank announces $100 billion in U.S. investments. That's pretty good. Of course, let me read it. Historic investment is monumental in the demonstration of confidence in an American future. Trump, accompanied by his nominee Commerce Secretary, told reporters at a news conference it will help ensure the artificial intelligence, emerging technologies, and other industries of tomorrow are built, created, and grown right here in the U.S. of A. That's where it should be. Not in China, not in Taiwan, but right here on U.S. soil. It's $100 billion. So I'd say thanks to Trump, because Biden certainly couldn't get that going because, they don't support the American people. They don't support the American worker. They support the Chinese. And they support themselves. Sun and Trump said SoftBank will double the company's investment to $200 billion. President Trump is to double down. Is a double down president. Excuse me, I can't read either. I'm going to have to double down, the Sun said. Trump cited the dramatic increase in small business optimism last week. The National Federation of Independent Businesses Small Business Optimism and Index registered its largest monthly jump since 1980. Wow, it's because of Trump since 1980. Anyway, so that's a great article there. I don't know. I could link the articles if people want me to link articles, but you have to tell me. I mean, it's the comment section. Hey, Brian, link the articles that if you're going to quote something, link them, and I certainly will. So now the RNC reports the radioactive medical devices lost in transit in New Jersey. So that's what the drones are looking for. They're not aliens. They're looking for radioactive medical devices lost in transit. So instead of being, upfront with the American people and letting them know, nope, no, we'd rather have people freaked out and panicked that, there's UFOs flying around, aliens are going to invade, rather than telling people that some medical radioactive material is missing. God, it just amazes me. But anyway, so that's all I kind of see right now. I mean, nothing real big. Just pay attention to what's going on, and tomorrow should be interesting. I can't wait to see if it's 3:36 my time. So be interesting to see old Trudeau step down today. There's Trudeau's the Canadian Joe Biden. I mean, he's just devastated that country, just devastated Canada. So hopefully the right people will take over there in Canada and reverse all this nonsense. Trudeau, honestly, he ought to be locked up, just like Biden. He ought to be locked up as well. But anyway, I think that's kind of it for my rant. There's much really else to talk about. I don't think my channel's doing so well, but hey, like and subscribe. It's helped me out a lot, and comment. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. I mean, I'll take anything. And I have big shoulders, so you're not going to say anything that's going to hurt my feelings. If that were the case, then I guess I wouldn't be on YouTube, would I? If I was that sensitive. But anyway, drop me a note, drop me a comment, like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime, really doesn't. I'm hoping to get better at this, but the only way to get better is for folks to make comments and let me know. If it stinks, it stinks. I'll try something different. So anyway, have a good rest of your day.